What's up YouTube, Capital G here. It is definitely time to stop, guys. Konami just needs to get rid of Rusty Bardiche or the Phantom Knight rank up launch card. They got to get rid of one of those cards because I feel like they cannot coexist moving forward in the TCG. You guys know the Azathoth plays, or the King Kali Yuga plays, or even sometimes the Spicy True King of All Calamity plays. They basically all do the same exact thing. They make it so your opponent ain't playing no Yu-Gi-Oh! During their turn. You're not going to be able to use monster effects, and let's be real, unless you're running, I don't know, like Phantasm, Spiral or something, every deck basically needs monster effects to live. And you think of meta decks like Orcus or even some of the rogue ones like Pendulums, Dark Warrior, but do you really think of freaking Aliens as one of the decks that can exploit these crazy turn one combos? Because Aliens actually got broken plays as well. Now this does require you to run the World Chalice Nico from Dark Neostorm, but we know that card is going to be released in the TCG in May, so I feel like it's all in balance. And it summons a Guard Dragon from the deck, turn it into Linkuriboh, go straight into your Bardiche, and from there you basically just get kind of set up. You're going to get your World Legacy Succession, you can activate it, you can bring your Miko back, and you can continue Synchro Summoning, go into Borreload Savage Dragon, which actually gives you a negation just in case something does happen to go wrong. Your opponent has that Twin Twister or that Pancatrops for your Phantom Knights rank up card. You actually have negation for that, and you bring back a couple of your aliens, well, at least your Alien Shock Trooper, and boom, there's your Time Thief for Doer. Activate the effect, bring it back, and then you can just Azathoth your opponents. And I mean, who would have thought that fucking aliens would be able to make an auto win board like this? Like fucking aliens. Granted, this does require you to run Miko, and that card's not, it's not legal right now, but Aliens actually got the plays, man. Now, this duel is going to technically error out not because of anything that the Alien player did. It's actually because of the Endymion cards. They probably got hotfixed or something like that. There was like a script error. Actually, it appears that it's Spell Power Control, which I believe is on top of his deck. So as soon as he tries to activate it or whatever, it's just going to instantly error out. But the point of this duel was really to show you guys that basically if you can imagine it, you can do it in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like honestly, every deck just seems to be able to summon this freaking card, and either this or the rank up this, like one of them's just gotta go by probably, I would hope for national season, but who knows. Anyways, second duel is actually going to be with Gateway. You guys know how ridiculously absurd Gateway is, but I don't think I've ever seen a turn one play that was better than this using Gateway. And I've seen a lot of things with Gateway. We've seen everything from Rongo, where your opponent really can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! We've seen like your Topic Zexal with other cards on field. I showed you guys the Topic Zexal play. I believe it was just about 10 days ago or just a couple of weeks ago, where you can summon your Topic Zexal, but then you could also summon a whole bunch of other stuff. Well, those plays did have one minor problem, and that problem was they allow your opponent to actually get a turn. This is going to be a play that doesn't allow your opponent to get a turn at all, and this is all pretty much par for the course, summoning the Rabarian Shark. You need that so that you can search out one of your rank ups, and usually that is something that facilitates the Topic Zexal play, but it's actually going to be a different play in this duel. And this is just going to be a straight up FTK. You got to get your shark in the graveyard so that you can add the rank up to your hand. Yeah, this is just an FTK. Like, don't even give your opponent an opportunity to play if you don't have to. And I don't mean that in a metaphorical sense, like you're giving them little opportunities to, interact with you. I mean, just like literally just win turn one. You guys will see. You do have to make a lot of the turn one plays that you would generally see with other versions of this. But yeah, this is actually going to be one of the cards. The number 69 Harodi Chess. You kind of need to get this card in the graveyard, so it's not a card that you're actually going to be using. He actually just blew it up there. You need it in the graveyard because you're going to copy its effect, and that is part of this specific FTK. Yeah, some of these FTKs are just like really weird. You got to go through these really like just super obscure steps, but they do actually there's a reason, there's a method to the madness. So he's going to go for number 75, the Gossip Shadow. That is 75, right? Yep, number 75, Gossip Shadow, and then you do have to make a rank 4. He's going to go for Utopia, but it's not going to be your Topic Zexal. He's actually going to go for C101 Silent Honor Dark Oh man, I love this. Is a Shark card if I'm not mistaken, because Shark played 101, and basically what he's doing is he's just using that sea monster to go into the CXC Barian Hope. Yeah, these cards are they're super obscure, but they are going to work. Now the thing is, you do need to actually summon a Ghost Trick Alucard. It's so random. You're like, why would you want to summon a Ghost Trick Alucard? The reason you're going to summon a Ghost Trick Alucard is because you actually have to copy its name, because you need a Ghost Trick monster on field. So what he's going to do is he's going to use his Barian Hope, and he's going to copy this guy's effect, the number 69 in the graveyard, and then the number 69 is actually going to activate its effect. Well, he's basically like proxying the effect from the graveyard, and then he's going to copy the name of the Ghost Trick Alucard. So now this Barian Hope, which actually the number 75 attached itself in all its materials, this is now considered a Ghost Trick monster. And guess what that actually means? You can actually just go ahead and slap this bitch on top of them. And guess what, man? This is such a crazy card. The Ghost Trick Angel of Mischief. When you get 10 Exceed materials on this card, you actually just win the duel. And yeah, he had a billion materials, and you actually just GG no re. You just summon her with like a billion materials. Now, you're not supposed to be able to summon it this way, because you're supposed to essentially rank up using a Ghost Trick monster as material. But when you just copy the name of a monster on the field using your number 69, it doesn't matter. You can just summon, like, you know, a Ghost Trick Alucard or something like that, and your Barian Hope becomes your Alucard at that point, and you just kind of rank her up. You do need to make Gossip Shadow, because that gives you a whole bunch of materials. But yeah, this is actually a way of just playing Gateway and just winning the duel turn one. Like, who even needs to give your opponent an opportunity to play Yu-Gi-Oh when you can just win you can just win going first? Like, that's just way more fun. And in the TCG, we don't got no Max C, so don't worry about that. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed these two kind of nutty pop-offs of these strange little these strange little table 500 decks. If you enjoyed the duels, give the video a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.